The Council of 13 walked into the broken and abandoned town. The first spoke as he looked around.
Here, our new home, a sanctuary. This will be a town of great prophecy.
The third spoke next.
You were never one for a leadership role.
And you were, my friend.
You must realize this is your one chance. You won't get another.
I'm aware.
Remember, you're not a prophet, so don't act like one.
Episode 2. Welcome to Sanctuary. Tom stares bewildered at Arthur.
Dimension Zero?
He looks around at the massive complex amazed. He gets up off the floor and tries to find an end to the finite cylinder, but it went too far up to tell.
This is amazing.
I know, right? It's a work of beauty. Now,
Tom looks to Arthur as he opens his portal.
I'm glad for your help, but you gotta go home, kid. It isn't safe here.
What? No, not after seeing that. I could help. I could be your assistant. Just let me stay.
Sorry, kid, but Oh, shit. Not this again.
Step out of the vessel, Mr. Grimm. This doesn't have to end poorly.
He walks to the large metal door and opens it. Behind it, a town unlike any other. It looked like a fallen paradise of an island in the middle of an endless ocean. There was one large building in the center, with a window in the shape of an eye looking out at it all. In front of them stood a man in a smiling broken mask, holding a katana and 5 guards standing behind him.
You are requested by the mayor of Sanctuary. Meet him at town hall to face immediate discipline.
No way in hell am I going to see that scoundrel.
Apologies, but you don't have a choice. You will show up at once.
Before he could respond, Tom quickly runs up.
We would love to go.
Who the hell is this kid?
I'm his assistant.
I don't care. Follow me. If you resist, I'm allowed to use brute force. And if you keep resisting, I kill you. Do you understand?
He nods as they follow the taskmaster to the main building. Inside, there was a receptionist desk, and next to it, an elevator. They went inside the elevator as it went up. As it reached the floor, they got out into an office that was in front of the eye window. Someone sat at the desk, reading some papers when he looked up.
Ah, well, Arthur Grimm. I have waited to meet the legend himself. Is this your assistant?
Yep, that's me, his assistant.
No, my assistant.
Well, I'd like to speak about your device.
It isn't for sale.
Now, Arthur, let me finish. I was gonna say how instead of using it for your little adventures, maybe giving it to the town of Sanctuary could help us expand our territories and thrive.
Oh, yeah? Or use it to destroy other worlds so you're the only one in charge.
Oh, please! You're always one for dramatics. I'm just doing what is best for Sanctuary.
You mean what's best for you. The power to take over other dimensions entices you, doesn't it?
Fine. If you're not going to give it to us, then at least...
A man burst through the door.
That son of a bitch!
The man was dressed in a white suit, with a Stetson cowboy hat and red cowboy boots. He had white gloves and was holding a black and white cane.
Sir, what happened?
Mr. Rutherford. He's pushing his forces onto my territory, and I want him dead.
Well, surely there can be a more humane way of discussion.
There is. We're going to have a meeting, and I would greatly appreciate it if you can find me a negotiator. I would do it myself, but I feel as if I would shoot him in the head right then and there.
He looks at Arthur and Tom as he slowly grins.
Well, it's the legendary boogeyman I've heard so much about. You know I'm surprised no one has tried to kill you for what you did.
Wait, what did he do?
Not important.
Well, I hear you're a good talker. Maybe you could fix this little fiasco.
What do I get in return?
I have the info you need to find it.
Arthur's eyes widen as he quickly shakes John's hand as he laughs.
Excellent.
The guards guide Arthur and Tom to a boardroom, as Arthur leans in and whispers into Tom's ears.
Stay by me. Don't say anything and be very careful. These guys tend to take offense on everything.
As they walk into the room, they sit down as John sits beside them and flashes them a smile and a wink. Tom noticed that John was holding something in his hands, an orb. Out of nowhere, a man in a dark suit and a top hat burst through the door.
Hello there, Jean.
Rutherford?
I heard that you requested my presence. What is this about?
He takes a seat across from John with a smile. Tom noticed this man's face is completely white, like he was a ghost. He wore a small cape on his shoulders, and the viper lay gently on his top hat. He smiled at John with a hint of malice as John glared at him.
Your men are moving on my territory, and I would love it if you backed off.
I had no idea that was happening, and I will correct this mistake immediately if you give me something for my kindness.
And why would I do that?
Well, we could always go to war, couldn't we?
What do you want?
That machine out there, it seems to be very powerful. Holds a gift of the gods. I wish to use it.
It isn't mine. It's Arthur's here. Right, Arthur?
Yes, and it isn't for sale.
Oh, come now. Let's not be shy about business. Don't you want peace among worlds?
I have no quarrel with otherworldly business. My ship is the only world I require, and I don't want anyone to get their hands on it. You would tear the world in half if you were given the power too.
That is true, but sadly, you have no choice.
There's no need for bloodshed at this moment. He can be reasoned with.
Like hell I can. You're both nuts.
Arthur drops down a gas bomb as he grabs Tom and dashes out the door. The men quickly fire at them. Arthur dashes through the hole, Tom being dragged behind. They run out the building as they go through the crowd, and Tom looks behind them.
I think we lost him.
Arthur drags the kid into an alley and hands him a watch.
You need to get out of here, now.
No, I want to stay and help you.
It's dangerous, kid. You need to go home.
A gunshot echoes as Arthur was shot in the shoulder. He drops the watch as he looks to the entrance of the alley.
Shit!
Hey there, Arthur. Listen up. I'm only gonna say this once.
A man walks forward who has a scar on his right thigh. He wore a rough jacket like Arthur and has a badge on his shoulder.
Turn yourself in, or I'll have to kill both you and your little partner there.
Oh, for Pete's sake, he is not my partner!
Doesn't matter. He'll both be dead.
Are you sure about that?
Arthur quickly presses a button on his wrist as the alley is filled with smoke. Jack being knocked down by Arthur as he quickly runs past the falling soldier. Him and Tom burst through the doors as Arthur runs to a panel.
Who was that?
Jack Tombstone. He's a bounty hunter, known for turning in or killing bounties. He hates me more than anyone and has been waiting for this day, so we cannot wait for him to get us.
Why the fuck does that always work?
A man walks up next to him holding a gun to them. He wore the same outfit and his gun has a skull on the side of it, as he smiled at Jack.
Maybe because you're so easy to fool.
Shut up! Now, Arthur. Nowhere left to go. We have you cornered. Any last words?
Tom looks to Arthur and notices something on his lip. A silver transmitter.
Yeah. Emergency protocol, activate!
A blast door starts to shut as Arthur runs up and kicks Jack in the stomach as he knocks into Will, both of them falling out as the door shuts and the machine starts up and vanishes. Jack looks around frantically.
Damn it, we lost him.
I wouldn't quite say that, Jack.
What do you mean?
Will pulls out a neat-looking watch from his pocket as they both grin.
Things just got more interesting, don't you think?
Indeed.
Everyone wants a piece of power. Computer, where are we?
Unknown location, presumably in the west section of the multidimensional entanglement of Valor.
Very well.
He turns to the kid.
All right, kid. Time to head back to your world.
I'm telling you, I want to help.
It's way too dangerous. You could get killed.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Computer, take us to Sector 5132, Earth. Computer, take us to Sector 5132, Earth.
I'm afraid I cannot complete your request, Captain.
Why not?
I'm afraid this will be the end for you, Captain.
All the portals shoot down as red alarms start blaring as the screen turns red.
What the hell is this, computer?
Like I said, your end.
Rutherford sat there writing. He smiled to himself.
Always working, never being able to enjoy myself. I'm turning into John. Except he enjoys what he does. The animal. They say things will be different. I'll find my way there. Project Silent Eyes must not fail. I shall not fail. I'll make sure of that.
He hummed softly as he continued writing in his journal, listening to the screams of the people being dragged off and shot outside by his men.